Hello everyone, please welcome and join me Easy Steps Cooking. Today I'm going to share with you honey sriracha with yellow mustard pork chops. It's oven roasted pork chops. It's going to be delicious, and within half an hour we have our chops ready. I'm going to share with you how to make it delicious, moist, tender pork chops, and there is no secret, only tips how we can improve our cooking. And without wasting any time, let's get started. I have a pork chops. It's a center loin, boneless, thin cuts. This is a 4-pound pork chop, and I'm going to wash it with the cold water. Then I'm going to pat it dry. Then we're going to marinate. I'm going to use honey, hot sriracha sauce, yellow mustard, brown sugar, olive oil. Each one of them 1/4 cup. Salt, red chili powder 2 teaspoons each, garlic powder, ground ginger 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon dry parsley, and this is strictly optional. It's a red orange color. I'm going to use a half teaspoon. With cold water, just wash it. These are really fine, thin pork chops, and it's all washed. And I'm going to take it out. I'm going to drain the water, and I'm going to pat them dry. Get a mixing bowl, and I'm going to bring all the spices. We're going to mix it well. Once it's nicely combined, we're going to bring the pork chops. This is how I dry the pork chop. I place couple paper towels on a plate and lay out the pork chop. And I just make sure that I pat and dry. And once it's dried nicely, we'll place it into our marination. And one by one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll pat it dry. Make sure our chops are dried enough before placing into our marination. So I'm going to finish up the same way. So we're going to mix it well. We're going to make sure that all the pieces are nicely coated with our marination. Once all the pieces are nicely coated, we're going to cover it with the plate, and we're going to let it sit for 1 hour. If it's too hot, put it in the fridge. The weather is nice and cold, so I'm going to leave it outside on the countertop for 1 hour. I have my oven preheated at 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius. On the other side, we have our pork marinated for 1 hour. The longer, the better. But when it comes to Easy Steps Cooking, 1 hour is perfect. So I'm going to mix it well one time. The way I do the cooking, any meat, regardless it's beef, pork or chicken, it's cooked well within half an hour. Once I'm going to cook it, and you start watching it, and you're going to like it. I have my tray filled with the hot water. It's steaming right now. This is the top tray. I'm going to place all the pork chops on top of it. So when we're going to cook with this hot water, it's gonna steam and it's gonna cook really well. So our tray is ready. Now we're going to take this one to our oven. Now it's 8:53, and we're going to keep it for 30 minutes. I'm going to open it, so be careful, it's really hot. And then I'm going to place the tray. As you can see, the water is boiling. So be careful. It's really hot. And I'm going to place the tray. So just be careful, wear gloves, don't burn yourself. So I'm going to close it. And now if we see, our time is 8:54. So we're going to keep it exactly half an hour. It's exactly 29 minutes. And if we look at the time now, it's 9:24. It's exactly 30 minutes. cooking our pork chops. So I'm going to turn off the oven. Exactly half an hour. Our pork chops are nicely done. As you can see, we really don't need to overcook it. Only thing is, as I turn off the oven, I'm going to let it rest for 5 minutes. We waited another 5 minutes. So be careful when we're going to open, it's still hot. Wow, look at this. And I'm going to take it out. And if we look at the water, it's still there. A lot of fat has been drained from our pork chops. And now we have a healthy meat. Look at this, delicious. Our pork chops, they are all ready. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut it one for you. And I'm going to share with you that how juicy, moist it's going to be. Look at these. Nice. It's fully cooked. And if I try it, so good. Very tasty. Wow. These are so good. Super juicy. Moist. Just so good. It's still hot. So good. The more I eat, it tastes so good. Please try it. Please comment below how your pork chops turned out. Tasty, juicy, moist. And if you like it, please give a like to this video. And like always, subscribe. Easy Steps Cooking. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.